Do you ever find yourself asking, God, what's next? Or I want to know you more, a little closer. Sometimes we feel like God is so far away. And oftentimes in my life, I find it's because I'm not spending enough time with him. And that's where the morning focus comes in. A little bit of time that we can set aside each morning to put God first by looking into the Bible to see who it says God is and who God says you are.
We're looking at Genesis 18, 17, and 18 today. It says, "Then the Lord said, 'Shall I hide from Abraham what I'm about to do? Abraham will surely become a great and powerful nation, and all nations on earth will be blessed through him.'" Man, at first read, it feels like God's like, I don't know, should I tell him? Does he need to know really? But what we find out by looking at the context of this verse is that Abraham had just had an interaction with God where he stepped out in faith in a big way. He said, look, I trust you with the things that are most important to me. And it's not that he bought that relational, equity with God, but what happens when we step into that place with him, when we are going consistently, it's not even necessarily, hey, I got to do something wild and crazy to prove God my care for him, but it's that consistent, hey, I want this relationship, I want to invest in it, that ends up happening where God reveals himself. We see that in our relationships with him today too.
Yeah, I feel like so often in my own life, I will be praying about something specific in my life, and maybe I'm feeling like I'm not hearing anything from God, but it's just this little reminder about, but remember I said take care of this. Whether it's honoring me first in my finances or putting him first in this way or that way in my life. And I have found the more that I listen to that and I follow the ways that I know God has called me, that I tend to get closer to him and hear more and more from him.
The reminder that we have when we look at Genesis 18 today is that when we invest in that relationship, God reveals himself.